Good morning, guys. It is October 20th. Today is Wednesday. I'm out mowing a couple lawns before we go get Rachel, and we have to prune up the back of, remember that overgrown shrub thing in the back of the 1 yard? We have to go back and prune that so they can pressure wash this week. So I think I'm gonna mow this one and maybe two more before I go get Rachel. And we do still have aerations to do. We're doing maybe one. I'm definitely doing one aeration tomorrow, maybe two more aerations, and then we have one more Saturday, and I think we're done our aerations. And it looks like if I could get people to water their lawns, we'd have a good late growing. We're going to be probably mowing, I'd say, all the way till December. So all of our lawns will probably have to be mowed 2, if not 3 or 4 more times, depending on the weather. So far, our lowest temperature in the next 2 weeks, all the way to November 3rd, is 43 at night. That will not stop this fescue from growing. And I think it's actually put a delay on the leaves falling. They're falling slowly right now, not heavily. I think it's because we haven't had a frost yet. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, and the temperatures are supposed to be anywhere from 62 to 74 degrees for the next 2 weeks too. So I don't know if you guys are done. I seen a couple of you guys were done mowing soon. You said the first week of November. Not us. We'll definitely be mowing probably all through November, at least to get these leaves. I'll show you. It's none of these leaves, half of them haven't even turned yet. So it should be fun. And if people would actually, we were supposed to mow in here Friday. I'm mowing this one today. There was another one that's a bi-weekly that's been maybe 14 days. I decided not to mow it. It has a little bit of growth, some leaves, but it can wait until we mow the neighbor next week. And we were supposed to mow them Friday. Those are ones we seeded, aerated. It's been 10, 12 days since we mowed them last. And they were seeded about a month ago, but it's been 10, 12 days, and I just drove by, and I'm not going to put a mower on it. Nobody's watering, so it grew just a little bit. So Rachel's going to email them and tell them we're going to do it early next week to get more leaves up and stuff. So, and that's how we run our fall schedules going into the fall. Our mowing is sporadic. Last year, we did not do as much work as we're looking to do this year in the fall, probably because the grass is growing and the leaves are falling later this year. So I don't know. I'm not going to complain now. And as long as the weather stays warm, and then we still have all them projects that we're going to have lined up to do. We're actually doing sod next week. So if you guys follow us to do the sod job. So let me get out and show you what we're going to do in this yard. In this one, all I'm doing is mowing leaves and pushing leaves. I know a couple of you guys asked how come I don't put the chute flap down when I'm mulching up the leaves. The reason I don't do that and I push the leaves is when it mulches them up, some stays in that row that I mow, and then the rest get pushed. And each time I'm mulching a little bit at a time and pushing it, so I don't have a bulk amount of leaves. When my walk behind, if I put the chute flap down, it'll leave a stream pile of leaves. And then I'll have to go over it a couple more times anyway. So I like to push them to areas where we can blow them. This yard has woods in the back. We can get most of the leaves to the back and blow them into the woods. So we have everybody set on a 10-day schedule for now out, and then we move them accordingly. So like we'll move them 10 to 14 days. We don't like to go any further because of the leaves. We like to try to get them up as they're falling. So, but let's get out and do this. So as you can see, a lot of leaves still have not changed. The only ones that are falling now are the poplars, maples. Other than that, some of the oak leaves are falling, but not many. So what we're gonna do here is, you'll see me, I'm gonna push all the leaves this way with the mower and get this yard cleaned up. I don't know if do very little edging at this time of the year. We kind of slow back on the edging, especially in yards that don't grow as fast. So let's get this. So this one's done. This one had a lot of leaves, so we will be double charging. If they have a heavier presence of leaves, and we got to do a little bit more work to mow them away and get them back, it takes a little bit more time. We end up double charging. If there's a light presence of leaves, we'll mow it once. If it doesn't take too much longer, and be one charge. But I think for the most part, yards like this that had a lot of leaves will be double mowed. I mean, will be double charged, and ones that don't have a lot of trees and have a little bit leaves, they'll be single mows. But got to do it that way because it does take more time, guys. So here's the next one. As you can tell, this is a 2-week account. It's been a little over 2 weeks. You guys see when we got stuck in the mud back there. I'm hoping I can get that big mower back there. So I'm gonna get all this mowed, but we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna mow back and forth this way, up and down, to push all these leaves in this lawn all the way toward that wood line. Let's get this done, then we'll go in the back and do the same thing. This one looks like we're gonna have to come back probably 2 or 3 more times too. Look at all the leaves still on it. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna move these leaves all the way to the back of the property with the mower. And here's the front. So you guys see in the front and back. Next time we'll blow see the leaves in the bed there. There's a little bit there, a little bit here. We'll blow them out, and then any other leaves in 10 days will come back. Maybe 14. I think this one we got to charge a double mow. But that's a simple way. That's how we take care of leaves. And you keep coming back, and eventually all the leaves in the bed, you mulched into the lawn. And it's definitely beneficial for the lawn if you can keep mulch leaves in it. Not heavy though. That's why we come every 10 days. So I decided to bring Rachel out to work today so you guys could see Rachel today.
Yeah. I'm on like...
a one job a day type of thing, right?
One job a day. Yeah. But they're a little bit bigger projects, so... And tomorrow will be more than one job.
Yeah, see that mess? I don't know if you guys can see it back there through the yard. That's what we're doing back there. Not the one with the closed gate in the back. Not the... I'll show you guys when we get out. But
yeah, it's hard to...
We pruned the rest of everything here. We just got to do that back there.
Yeah.
So they can, what is it? Pressure wash the house?
And the fence. They're going to be doing both.
That's why we got to do that back there, because we're doing the fence.
We're not 100% sure if it's going to be a rental or if it's going to go for sale yet, right?
Oh.
So that's what she told me. So
we'll see, right?
Yeah.
So we might be mowing this again next year.
Yeah.
Might not.
Yeah, it just depends on, I guess, if it continues to be a rental or not. But I don't know.
How was your day?
My day was good. My day was good. I learned 8th grade math again.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
It's always good to learn something every day, right?
No, well, I mean, thankfully I knew what he was doing. It was percentages. So,
yeah,
because I told Carl if I didn't know what because, you know, it starts hitting on algebra in 8th grade. And I don't remember everything, even though I went all the way up to trigonometry. I don't remember anything. So, there is a couple of things that I've had to like refer to like math antics on YouTube and, you know, just other Khan Academy is another good.
You made it further than I did in math.
Yeah. Well, and that's okay. You don't need to, everybody's different, right?
Yeah, so I get by. I just need to know math with the business, right?
Yeah,
That's all.
Basic math.
Beds
and
stuff
so,
like that.
when he was like, well, I'm not really quite getting this, and I started looking at it, I'm like, oh, phew. Percentages, I can do that. Come on.
Yeah, I can do percentages too. I'm good at percentages, figuring out area, addition, subtraction, multiplication. When you get into square roots. No, I know square roots. When you get into the like...
Yeah.
The trigonometry
well,
and stuff
even
like that.
Carl was like, I never did algebra. And I'm like, well, you kind of do, man, because, you know, like when you're doing percentages, that was hitting on algebra today, you know, because we were trying, it was P over 100. So, you know, you have to try to figure out percentage.
Oh, okay.
So you did, you just didn't realize it was algebra, I guess.
Yeah, probably
and
not.
they actually have kids like hitting on algebra all the way like down to like, I think Chase did it maybe even last year too, but I'm seeing it this year. So it's crazy what kids are learning nowadays.
Yeah, I know. We'll see.
So
let's get out and get this pruned up.
Enough truck talk about kids. Not even the business, kids.
Oh yeah, so let's go. Hey guys, here's what we are messing with today. All this gets to get pruned back. Not heavily, I just got to get it off the fence, shape it up, just get it somewhat cut back. So let's get this going. guys. Cut that back, enough for them to get behind there, pressure wash the rest of the house. And they can just pressure wash that stuff off the fence. I'm not messing with poison ivy. I cut some of it back. Okay, so we're done for the day. Boss is getting her bag in.
Man, there is pollen everywhere.
On
like,
that
yeah.
bush there was. I started pruning without my mask and I had to stop and go get it. You guys seen it was like, as I touched it, you seen all these particles come out.
And we were in the sun, so I tried keeping my mask on, but...
Yeah, you can see all the little things flying around out there now.
Yeah, pollen's everywhere because we're dry.
Yeah.
And it's fall.
Or leaf mold, leaf
yeah.
croup, whatever you guys call it.
Mm-hmm. So, but we're done for the day.
Yeah, we didn't do much. We're getting into the months where...
Thank you, Rachel.
Oh, thank you, Rachel. Phone still says thank you.
I know, the kids put that on, like, I don't even know how long ago. Yeah. When they first realized they could do it, and they thought it was funny, and I don't know how to take it off, so I just didn't.
So, yeah, we're getting into the... where we're not working as much. We still have a lot of work to do. It's just that the days are shorter and the jobs are longer. I mean, it takes longer to do leaves and stuff when we're mowing them up. That's why we usually charge a double charge, like I explained earlier in the video.
Right. I wasn't with Carl mowing, but yeah, when the leaves are heavy like that and we have to do extra, like with blowing out and stuff, and of course, we do not ever just charge our clients without telling them that we're going to do that. You know, they always know ahead of time.
Yeah, normally around this time of the year anyway, a lot of them know anyway because it takes longer.
Well, right, and the clients that we've actually had for years, so they know how we work by now. But if you guys are just getting into leaves, just make sure that you are being very specific because leaves do take, like, much longer.
And there's a lot of leaves. They might be they're deceiving sometimes, but once you start mowing them and moving them, more and more come out of the lawn that had fallen and it just becomes a mess.
Yeah. So if you really can do like what we do and try to maintain them as they fall,
in our opinion, that's the best way.
That is the best way.
I see a lot of guys do stop mowing and they go into leaf cleanup mode when we never stop mowing. We just keep mowing the leaves. And there's been a lot of articles out this year, I guess, especially about using the leaves in your beds, your lawn. See, when we mow, you guys, I told you earlier about the flapper, the shoot blocker. It's almost good to disperse them on the lawn and then go back and hit that next pass and keep dispersing them to, as you see, to the right or to the left.
Yeah.
And by the time you get to the edge, if you make that pass along the beds and shoot them back out, you've mulched a lot of them down about 80–90%.
Yeah. There's a couple really good lawns that we have that I don't know if Carl has fully showed you, but what I'll do is, like, you might think like, oh my gosh, it's taking so much longer. But to be honest with you, when I go around and then just keep pushing all the leaves in the same direction, and then once I get all the leaves in that direction that I want them, then I go back over and do my stripes because it just...
I think it's faster than sitting there blowing all the leaves because you can't just do, I mean, unless you guys just do one big leaf cleanup at the end of the season, we won't do that.
Again, we are very fortunate in this area that we have enough areas around our lawns that can act as, like, you know, wooded areas.
Yeah.
So
that you can put excess leaves once they get really thick. Because if you're running commercial mowers, for the most part, them things should mulch up leaves pretty good.
Yeah, they shred them up pretty good. And then again, once you start that breakdown process, the leaves really do break down pretty quickly.
And then you get all the minerals in your lawn, all the nutrients. So that's in our opinion the way we do leaves.
But everybody's different.
Yeah,
if you guys have other, I know that, you know, some guys just like to blow them onto a tarp and do it that way.
Some guys blow them all to the street and suck them up. So
yeah, if you have a machine that just goes...
Yeah, you can just suck them all up into a thing, but we don't do that.
No, we don't do that. I mean, there's just... Again, there's a lot of areas around here that we can put the leaves, so why take them and then have to find a place to dump them?
They just go to the landfill, and if the landfill doesn't recycle them, then they just go into the dump and they produce methane.
Yeah.
Which isn't good. So,
But we really do appreciate you guys. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when we upload videos.
And don't forget to be happy, guys.
Or at least try.
Have a good night.